And we're live. Having a little decision time for the map selection. Also, I'm not aware of whether this is the best out of 3 or not. Unless until they decide to change it, it is going to be Median Cliff Mines, which is my favorite map in Dawn of War 2. Alright, it seems like the game is getting set. Median Cliff Mines it is. Alright then. Hey everybody, this is Stormy with the capital Z, and today I am a caster for the 2 vs 2 Elite Mod tournament for Dawn of War 2 Retribution. We have a matchup on my favorite map of all, Median Cliff Mines, in all of Dawn of War 2. We literally have a league on that on my server. So anyways, having a look at this matchup, we're going to be having Tenili and Apoc playing on, we'll call this the blue team. One is playing as the Apothecary in Space Marines, and the other one is a Warp Spiders. Okay, although his loading time is taking pretty long. In the opponent's team, we got Chaos Space Marine and Space Marine, Panzer Corp as Chaos Space Marine, and Savvy as Space Marine. Gotta look at the heroes again. This is probably one of my first Dawn of War 2 cats, so yeah, should take me a bit while to get used to the stuff. There we go. Game has started. Alright, let's get back into the teams and stuff. On Team Red, we got the Apothecary, Space Marine, allied with the Chaos Space Marine, Plague Lord, Plague Champion, and they are playing against the Warp Spider Exarch.
We need only a destination.
And the Space Marine, and I believe this was also an Apothecary. Yeah, there we go. Apothecary versus Apothecary on the left side of this map, and on the right side Chaos Space Marine versus the Exarch.
An ally has secured a power node.
Team Red securing mid,
Adding support structure.
backing out a bit. Maybe that was definitely a misclick there by Team Red. Yeah, there we go. Seems a bit too much. Having a little melee in the middle. The Exarch entering into the fight. Chaos Space Marines are under trouble, but this Exarch is falling low on HP. Forced to retreat back. Dire Event Spiders, I mean to say squads. Team Red still applying more pressure. Here comes the Chaos Space Marines. Where are the Heretic squads?
Generator operation.
Team Red applying more pressure. Here comes the Eldar.
I sense the spark of Eldar life.
Team Red now losing some valuable squad over there, well, valuable units inside the squad status. These Chaos Space Marines proving their mettle. Finally forced to retreat back. Alright, Team Red has not captured their home requisition point yet. You want to get that like real soon. Yeah, otherwise you're gonna fall behind in terms of resources. Team Blue has victory point
Adding warp generator.
A, victory point B, and victory point C belongs to Team Red.
An ally has secured a power node. The foe seeks to deprive us of a vital resource point. An ally has gained control of a victory point.
Team Blue doing the right thing by applying some pressure on those generators.
Our guardians have given their lives.
Some tactical marines coming in. Forced to retreat back once again. Plague Champion and some Heretic squads trying to head into the middle area, but
Generator operational.
the Eldar has this place entrenched. He's doing pretty good.
I may now see
Taking the upper ground. Although they're still losing some stuff. There are a lot of things by Team Blue. Team Blue is dominating so far. Setting up some shields. And that's a sniper.
As ever, we serve the craft.
just as we have lost the generator to enemy fire.
The Chaos Space Marine now taking out the valuable generators for Team Blue. That's going to delay up their energy for a bit. I believe all of the teams are still at tier 1. Havoc squads in the field. There goes the heavy suppression fire. Scout Marine coming in. Grenade! Oh, that was devastating. The Havoc squads just got devastated. No pun intended.
It's time to add to our wall of panoply.
Team Red finally gaining some momentum in the fight for the middle. Team Blue having really good control over mid. So far they have been able to repel all attempts. Forced to retreat back once again. Now Team Blue trying to expand towards this power node. Team Blue already has this requisition point, which is pretty bad for Team Red. Although Team Red has this one, so that's something. But that something is not going to be all that worth it when you're actually losing your victory points. You have one victory point, they have two. Until you get the second one, you're in a bad spot.
The enemy has destroyed
Maybe
one of our
sneak in one
structures.
unit, a scout unit or something towards the upper side. Get that victory point at the top. At, let's call this the 11 o'clock.
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
Team Red finally getting into the middle. Uncapping that victory point. Team Red finally breaking the entrenched defenses of Team Blue, and now they're going to set up their defenses in. They should capture this requisition point.
Greater weapons.
Uh-oh. Yeah, this is exactly what I meant earlier.
Warlock adding support structure.
Send in a sneaky guy and uncap, recap. Even if you uncap, that's still a benefit for you. Team Red finally getting over here on this side. But are they going to be able to get? No, they're not. The apothecary is going to die.
Support structure complete. Our allied soldiers die where they stand.
A Razorback is on the field. Heavy bolter turret. You gotta be careful with that Razorback though. These Havoc Marines don't have that upgrade that's also necessary for them.
An exarch emerges from the Warp Spider Shrine. It is time to add to our wall panoply.
Team Blue finally breaking some formations. A Dreadnought is on the field. Is this going to be the answer to this Razorback? Metal. I think this is okay. This is anti-vehicle. All right. Where is the Eldar? Alright, so the Eldar and Chaos Space Marine were having a little melee over here. Plague Marines on the field. These are durable as hell. Bomb. Knock back. Heretic Squad's going in. Are they going to use their ability? They may not even have to. These warp spiders are pretty low, but they're going to reach home safely. Now this Heretic Squad needs to be careful. Uh-oh. Heretic Squads are going to die. That was some bad play. They just lost one Heretic Squad for no reason. Chaos Space Marines without any upgrades. Tactical Marines without any upgrades, but at least you got Plague Marines. They don't have any upgrades to do, but you got something that can deal a lot of damage. Look at the points, it's 380 versus 295. Team Red closing in. Uh-oh. Seems like the Exarch is over there. He's going to at least uncap that victory point. Which is not going to be good for Team Red. Falcon tank on the field. Moving around a bit, destroying those tankers. And getting those reinforcements behind the field. Now they're going to deal a lot of damage on those Chaos Space Marines, which are trying to retreat back. Once again being carried.
Our allies' infantry perishes.
And it seems like Blue is going to get back into business. They have stuff in the middle. They're not uncapping this victory point though. They're wasting some valuable time. They're fighting. Uncapping this victory point will give them a lot of advantage. Oh, they already have this victory point. Team Red losing more victory points. Nearing halfway. Razorback and the Falcon doing their job really well. And now they're going to go for the mid. If they actually had all three of them, Team Red would have lost the points at a significant rate. They had the mid. They had control of the mid for a pretty long time. Also, they're not recapping this requisition. Okay, they're recapping this one at least. More Plague Marines. Havoc Squads with the Mark of Zeech.
Our guardians have given their lives for our cause.
Last Cannoneers.
An ally has secured a power node.
Tier 3 coming in for
The enemy
Tanilla
is claiming a victory point.
of
I sense an enemy in our
of
territory.
Team Blue. Okay, Apox is also going for Tier 3. We're likely to see some Tier 3 heavy units soon. Team Red down to 220, around 220.
We are in the fray. It is a fusillade.
Plague Marines are in a good spot, but for how long?
200 points remaining.
The Exarch is in the fight. Probably gonna have to back out unless and until it's gonna die over there. Yep. But Team Blue is still advancing. Team Blue has all 3 victory points, and now the rate at which this is going to be deducting is going to be huge. A whirlwind tank by Team Red. Will this be the answer? Taking out some generators from Team Red. Finally going for this requisition point. You already have all 3 victory points. The best thing you can do is drain them of their resource supply. Whirlwind tank is just shooting away missiles in this little area, regardless of whether somebody is there or not.
The enemy has 100 points remaining.
And I believe this game will go to Team Blue.
Strategic locations.
Well, there goes down that Razorback, but it's too little too late at this point. Whirlwind tank shooting in those missiles from behind those rocks.
I will not fall. An ally has gained control of a victory point.
Their tank is upon us.
So this game goes to Apokan Tenelli.
I am under attack.
Uh-oh, Chaos Predator.
Our triumph is nearly complete.
Whoa,
The foe seeks to deprive us of a vital
they managed to
resource.
uncap.
Our allies suffer casualties.
Well, that just happened. They managed to uncap some of the victory points. They managed to capture 2 of them.
Instruct us, Farseer.
And I already called this game. Seems like Team Red is coming back, but for how long? How long will Team Red be able to hold on to this? Because one little mistake and it's already GG for you. You only have like 10 victory points left. Team Blue is capturing the mid. Team Blue has control of the mid.
Let all your kind hear you.
Predator tank will die.
We are assembled.
Uncapping the mid.
Our reinforcements
And it seems like Team Red is going to recapture the mid and have all 3. Maybe I spoke too soon. Some plasma shots over there by that plasma cannoneer Devastator squad. Team Blue reached this victory point at least. They should be able to reach this one as well. That or that. Reinforcements. Whirlwind tank. Okay, the Predator has been repaired up to 50%. That's the advantage that you get by having a Plague Champion. It can repair tanks.
The enemy has targeted us.
Tanks taking a lot of hits. Tank's going to go down. Blue managed to capture 2 victory points. 5,
We are under attack.
4, 3, 2, 1. Good game.
Triumph is ours.
I must say, that was a pretty exciting matchup. Even though Team Blue dominated most of the fight, Team Red did their best. I'll say replay. Units killed 43. Team Red actually had more number of units killed. Units killed as in they killed more units. I'm not sure whether this is a tournament match or not. And now I have to look at the brackets. Well, this match has started.
Strategic location spotted.
Space Marine and Eldar versus Tyranid and Eldar. The only problem is I'm not exactly sure whether this is a part of the tournament or not. Epic.
Prepare the rooms for use on the field of battle. Adding warp generator.
A Sentinel. Giving these Tyranids a hard time.
Yes, come at me.
structure operational.
We are in the fray! We are the Banshee!
The foe besets our holdings.
Eldar versus Eldar.
Our protection is put to the test!
The enemy has destroyed one of our structures.
We are assailed!
One of our adding support structure. We are losing a victory objective. Support structure complete.
Team Red tried to take over this victory point.
An ally has gained control of a victory point. Our forces shall have tools for the tops. Our allied soldiers die when they stand. We are losing a power node to the enemy.
Team Blue ahead.
They are pinning us down!
Team Red managed to uncap the middle victory point.
So they resist us!
And they managed to capture it as well.
One of our structures is under attack. An ally has secured a power node.
The Imperial Guardsmen
The enemy is claiming a victory.
trying to entrench a position near this victory point. They managed to uncap the victory point and now will attempt to capture it. With the Imperial Guardsmen. Tyranids are retreating.
Support structure. I sense an enemy in our territory.
And it seems like they're going to make short work of these generators. Team Blue currently has no
Support
victory
structure
points.
complete.
That's giving the lead to Team Red. Also, Team Red was momentarily capturing. Okay, that's Blue. Okay, Blue managed to capture that. And they also managed to capture this one.
The enemy has targeted our structure.
However, they resist us.
Our allies suffer casualties. structures is being attacked. Adding support structure. We are losing a victory objective.
Team Red is giving them a hard time over here.
Support structure.
Warp gate.
The home signals have all the gifts of war.
Overhead is dangerous. So they resist us. They have us pinned.
Our howling banshees have howled their last.
I am pinned here. The shots came from that direction.
The sound was like a thunderstorm.
The foe seeks to deprive us. One of our generators is under attack.
Follow my lead.
Having a big fight over here.
Weapons team engaged in melee.
Team Red getting ahead of this fight. That webway gate is coming to their advantage. This is one of Team Blue's home base power nodes. So the longer Red stays here, the worse for Blue. Oh, they already have a Guardian weapon over there. And these are proxy mines, alright.
We will stand against any enemy.
Team Blue trying to go towards the mid. Will attempt to uncap it.
Let this blaze strike terror in the foes of Eldar.
Tunnel. You want to destroy that first.
The enemy is. The foe approaches our hold.
You don't want the turrets running rampant.
Cannot abide this.
Our foes will feel the bite of my blade.
Our warlock has gained a level.
We are under a psychic onslaught.
Our allies' infantry perishes.
We must save the lost ones.
These are some interesting units. Cyborgish. Open squads. Super heavy infantry. Because being heavy infantry isn't good enough. Team Blue finally managed to capture a few victory points.
Support structure complete. Adding warp generator.
I am butcher of it. I believe we have succeeded in our objective.
Generator operational. We are losing a victory. I sense an enemy in our territory.
victory point. But they're still in the fight. They haven't backed out just yet completely. Revenue squads.
The enemy has 300 points remaining.
Uh-oh. Blue's going to cap that. Red will cap mid, but blue has top and bot. Red will continue to lose victory points. Also, blue's sentinel is right at red's home power node.
Their salvos like a thunderstorm.
This is a hostile area. So they resist us.
The foe seeks to deprive us of a vital resource point. Our howling banshees have howled their last.
Possession.
Well, that's a lot of damage they're doing in melee. I guess that's why they're called super heavy infantry. Team Red rapidly losing points over there. A Wraith Lord.
The enemy has 200 points remaining. Our warlock has gained 11.
This is not safe. I shall let you up.
Oh, hey Warboss, I believe you're listening to me because I believe you're also watching the stream. I'm only casting, as I said earlier. Since you don't have retribution,
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
this Wraith Lord making its way back to the base like a boss, has no care in the world, while everything was attacking it. Although it is down to 50% of the hit points. Now down to 300 hit points. Here comes the reinforcements, but Wraith Lord's gonna go down. This is not going to prove well for the Eldar. Team Red down to 100 hit points. Or rather, just points.
Battle goes our way, for now. Enemy soldiers approach our holdings. One of our generators is under attack.
Has arrived to guide us to victory.
If I am to command, I must survive.
Our souls are keen and our souls are prepared.
Asa, prepare to lead your systems. Adding support structure. We have prevailed.
Well, there we go. And I believe that wasn't even a part of the tournament. None of these? Oh, wait a second. This may be one of them. got two Imperial Guardsmen versus a meek boy. And a random guy. Oh, wait a second. This guy left, or... Okay, so as per the chat, this is going to be an amazing matchup. Bruce Campbell. Oh, I'm sorry, I already messed up his name. It's Campbell. Alright, so TL also won their match. I believe his partner is here. And what is he going to play as? Random. Everybody likes to be random, I guess. Hey there, Redbeard. Welcome to the stream. Alright, it appears that the matchup will begin. Alright people, this is a 2 versus 2 tournament matchup, and it is going to be played on Midian Cliff Miles. This matchup is between Asman, who is the Orc Meek Boy, at the 9 o'clock. He's allied with the Chaos War. This is the Chaos Lord. Excuse me. What's his name? His name is Dark Riku. They're playing up against Best Noob, spawning as Tyranid,
Allies have taken a power node.
and the Imperial Guardsman, Bruce Campbell.
Your allies have claimed a requisition point.
We got some shooter boys. Meek Boy heading in toward the middle area,
Forces obey.
capturing the victory point and the power node. Slugger Boy is coming in from the side, and that Sentinel is unleashing its fury on that under construction. Is that under construction? Yep, that is under construction power node. Seems like the Orc will try and engage him from the back. A few Tyranids died over here, it seems. Chaos Space Marine forced to retreat back. That's 1 out of 3 left, and that too is under heavy assault. Chaos Lord is also under heavy assault, forced to retreat back with that Alpat Lictor.
Attacks one of your structures.
Ahoy there, Lock Yoga. It appears that there is some sort of problem with that. I will try to speak up a bit so that you guys can hear me.
We may yet triumph today.
One little solution, you can try to turn up the volume a bit, because usually that is an issue with my streams for some reason. Anyways, getting back to the game, we got the Imperial Guardsmen capturing this victory point and forcing what is this guy again? The Meek Boy.
It's a structure.
Well, that is the Meek Boy.
Do not lose us in power.
Well, with all of that cosmetics, it didn't even look like a Meek Boy to me. It looked like a Space Marine, and I was wondering that, okay, that guy, Blue is not even a Space Marine. Blue's a Chaos Space Marine. Alright, Chaos Space Marines coming in, and they are getting attacked by those Tyranids. Noise Marines making some noise. Tyranids facing a hard time over there.
Your forces obey you.
Termagants and Hormagants forced to retreat back. Noise Marines are engaging in a melee with the Raveneers.
Your units fulfill your command.
The Orc reaching the victory point A. And here the Space Marine-ish Orc, almost about to die, retreating back, and he will be able to go back home safely. Here comes the Guardsmen,
Deal ground to the enemy.
facing
Fight harder.
some pressure by those Lutas. These are, of course, the equivalent to Devastator squads, I guess, for the Orcs. Orcs forced to run back to the base, and Team Blue actually had all 3 victory points momentarily for a bit. Team Red finally getting back in the game. Going to be recapturing point A and C. Point B in the middle will still remain with Team Blue. They have at least uncapped it, but they gotta recap it as well. Uncapping this power node, cutting off that oh so necessary power supply. That's going to delay a lot of stuff. They're going to delay the tier 2 stuff, the research, and the tech as well, since none of the people have teched yet. Looking up at the resources, it doesn't seem like Team Blue has any power at all. Well, looking at Team Red, they got enough power. They can go tier 2 like any moment now. It's like 135 for tier 2, I believe. We got battles going on at both sides of the map. Shooter boys trying to secure a dominant position. The Slugger boys going in from the front. Imperial Guardsmen dealing heavy damage on those orcs.
You may fail us this day.
Mid is still under control of Red. Team Blue managing to save this victory point. Gotta uncap, recap it.
The victory point.
Doing exactly what you need. Alpha Lictor coming into the fray. Those heretic squads are nearly as good as dead. But they will live to fight another day. And so will the Noise Marines. Once again, that's that power node under assault. Uh-oh, it seems like Team Red is going to have all 3 victory points. Chaos Space Marine heading in with everything he got. Those roach thingies, and oh! They conceded. Team Blue conceded. This game goes to Team Red, which is Best Noob and Bruce. That was pretty back and forth. Yes, this is the one I want. Don't tell me. There we go. Oh. Alright then. Another matchup on Median Cliff Mines. People just love this map, I guess. It's just not only and only famous within the realms of the capital Z, it is still famous in Retribution and I believe in Elite Mod as well. So, the game that I'm casting now is of two of my friends. I could say that these guys are from the server. TL the Boneless, not the Boneless, versus Krog and Eldard. Alright, matchup underway. Eldar and Krog are double Eldar and they both have the Farseer as their hero. On TL and Nob side, we got TL spawning in as the Chaos Lord and his ally is the Warlock. You guys are trained in the fires of vanilla. Make me proud, sons.
Our swords are keen and our souls are prepared.
Capturing victory points. Here comes the Chaos Lord. He's going to have a little melee with the Farseer. Doing exactly what you need to. Capture those victory points.
An ally has secured a power node.
One victory point belongs to Team Blue.
Adding support structure.
Chaos Lord will fight with these howling banshees. I was about to say spiders, but those are banshees. Here comes the Avenger squads. Double Eldar is going to be difficult to deal with.
Support structure complete.
They have the mid and they will try to entrench their defense in there.
Adding warp generator.
Node deactivated. Shall we secure it?
Node deactivated by the opponent team. Team Red losing one node.
Generator operational.
But they do have control of total mid.
We are under a psychic onslaught.
These howling banshees and the Farseer have something to say about that. Warlock under heavy assault. He needs to go back right away. Team Red still managing to hold their own. They have their defenses entrenched in the middle. Here comes some Avenger squads and a Guardian weapon as well. What do we have here? Farseer making its way towards the victory point, but I do not think that they will. The Farseer will be able to deal with a Heretic squad and a Space Marine squad together. I gotta call in the people, man. These are our boys.
We are losing a requisition point to the enemy.
Uh-oh. Team Blue finally managing to break the defenses, forcing Team Red to go back. And now they will start uncapping the mid. Not until Nob has to say something about it. Here comes the Dire Avengers, the Banshees. Uh-oh, Banshees losing. Retreating. Here comes the Havoc squads. Suppression has started.
These elements shall find swift employment.
Bad English.
Carry forth the Farseer's herald.
Team Blue finally managing to uncap the middle. Team Blue has one victory point, and they also managed to uncap all the other victory points as well.
Enemy movement.
The splendor of the Wraithbone augments my arm.
Our forces shall have tools for their task.
Look at the resources.
We have it, Farseer.
These guys are nearing the required amount of power to go tier 2.
This will aid greatly in the
These
fight.
guys are already heading into tier 2. As soon as you have your tier 2 ready, you can get them tanks enrolling in.
We have located a strategic point.
An ally has gained control of
Them
the
tanks, them heavy infantries, them gunners, them upgrades. It appears that Nob wants to do a sneak attack. He already has one warlock over here, well, the warlock rather, uncapping that victory point. Now recapping it. Howling Banshees and Avenger squads making their way from the other side, and it appears that they wanted to have a fight, but they're not gonna have a fight just yet.
Their generator is smashed.
Team Blue smashing some generators. Team Red ahead momentarily. Team Blue just managed to uncap one of their victory points. A big fight going on over here. Howling Banshees. Ranger squads doing their job.
An ally has gained control of a victory point.
But so are the Havoc squads.
The foe seeks to
That's a wasted grenade.
resource point.
Team Red recapping the mid. They will gain the lead right after that. What do we have here? Okay, Team Blue's already attacking the generators. Here comes the Lord and some Chaos Space Marines. I don't think that's good enough to attack this kind of an Eldar army. Going to lose that power node.
Let the 99th sword be honed and made ready for war.
Although they do have good defenses in the mid. This victory point being uncapped by Blue.
We will stand against any
Not fear to speak your mind.
And looking at the power, well, they got enough power, but they're not going to make much power in the near future. Here comes the Wraith Lord.
Their generator is smashed.
We have going on over here. Farseer managing to capture that victory point. The Chaos Lord and the Chaos Space Marines heading in. They will try and uncap this victory point. Here comes some Heretic squads along with the bombshell upgrade.
Victory objective.
Big fight at this power node. And speaking of big, that Wraith Lord is making short work of those Avengers and Banshees.
Farseer has attained level 3. An ally has gained control of a victory point.
looking good for Team Red.
One less generator feeds our enemy.
Team Blue has control of 2 victory points. And currently Team Red is also down on number of units. While Team Blue have 55 and 60 worth supply. Team Red only has 32, 39, well 27 now. The Wraith Lord walking like a boss.
One less generator feeds our enemies.
The enemy is firing.
And it's going to stand on that point like a boss.
Their salvos like a thunderstorm.
Tier 2 coming in for the Chaos Space Marine. There's a lot of death over here. And all those death is of the Red Eldar.
We are in the fray.
I believe they're about to give up.
An ally has gained control of a victory point.
The she warriors grow in number.
The enemy has 300 points remaining.
Team Red losing all of their resource points as well. Power nodes, requisition points. They only got this one little requisition point over there in the middle.
Caution has its blades.
This is not looking good at all. Team Blue has all 3 victory points and Team Red is rapidly losing.
We have succeeded in our objective.
Having a little strategic talk over there, but
Seizing this point.
I'm not exactly sure what they can do with a 32 plus 27 army against a 61 plus 71. Because Team Blue definitely has a lot more of stuff. They need that kind of stuff. They need that many stuff if they want to face this. Also, they don't have any tier 2 stuff, while Team Blue is already well, one of them is already tier 3, the other one is heading into it. Going after the Wraith Lord. Banshee's coming in.
Exquisite appearance. Deadly.
And it is not at all looking good for my brothers. That is GG. And they shall concede. Great cards coming, but too little too late. It's okay guys, you did well if you're hearing me, which I assume you're not. You shall do better next time. Alrighty, what's the next matchup? This one's full, so rather not bother. Again? Oh, that's the best out of 3. So I believe this is second game. Alright, so it is the best out of 3. Alright, so it's going to be game number 2 between Eldar and Krog versus the Boneless. Eternal. Wah! Yes. Also, hello to the new viewers joining in. How are you doing today? Game number 2 between the Boneless, that is Nob, spawning as the Eldar, and this time selecting the Warp Spider Exarch, and TL spawning as the Chaos Lord. They're against Eldar and Krog, and both of them are spawning as Eldar. One of them has the Farseer, other one has a Warlock. So we get to see all 3 Eldar heroes in this particular game. Heretic squads tried to capture that power node, forced to retreat back with that Warlock firing on them. Chaos Lord will try to capture this victory point. In the meantime,
An ally has secured a power node.
the Exarch already secured 1 victory point for themselves and now going for a power node, but it
Support
seems like
structure
these Dire
complete.
Avengers are already in place. They will start shooting at anything that comes into their way. Chaos Lord getting in, destroying those debris, and now striking the other hero. What is that? That's a Warlock. Forced to retreat back,
Adding warp generator.
and will try to recapture, or rather capture, this power node. Warlock using his ability on those Chaos Space Marines. Chaos Space Marine nearly getting that. Okay, they got it. They got it. They stayed in there. They got it. That's the best that could have happened.
One of our
You want to get
generators
some
is under
requisition points as well. You want to capture this
Generator
requisition point. And that one too, of course. Avenger squads coming in. And they're dealing some heavy damage on those Chaos Space Marines. Chaos Space Marines are just marching towards those squads. And, uh-oh, this is not looking good. He may lose 1 or 2 Chaos Space Marines while they are trying to retreat back to the base. Here comes the Chaos Lord,
enemy in our territory.
dealing some damage with those Howling Banshees. And there's a melee going on over here as well. It appears to me like the Exarch and the Red Eldar team is actually doing a better job over here, going after those generators, and they will be able to destroy that generator, while Team Blue, the Farseers, Eldar retreat back to the base to live and fight another day.
Our reinforcements are here.
Momentarily tried to tap the storm, but then changed his attention towards the victory point. Team Blue has 2 victory points, Team Red has 1.
We have lost the structure to the enemy.
Team Red now attacking that power node. I don't think that's the wisest of all decisions. We have 2 Chaos Space Marine squads. Our Havoc squad in there would be pretty useful. Dire Avengers,
support structure.
and what do we have here? Weapon squad, Guardian weapon team. They're going to be entrenching themselves near that victory point. You want to send those Howling Banshees to get that victory point, man. You need that victory point.
Support
And
structure
there aren't
complete.
much support stuff nearby there
Strategic
to
location spotted.
stop you from doing that. Alright. We got Blue Eldar with the Farseer going in, attacking those generators. He will make short work of those generators.
One less generator feeds our enemy.
Good for Team Red that they had the squads nearby, so that the damage was mitigated and they lost only 1 generator instead of losing all of them.
Our guardians have given their lives.
Team Blue is kind of stuck on this bridge at the moment. He will be able to escape rather easily unless and until somebody was there on the other side. the Chaos Space Marine finally getting some upper hand in this fight, and the Eldar is joining him in. There's a bomb over there, but I'm not sure if that actually hit anything or not. Here comes the Warlock and those Avenger squads. Nobody is capping this victory point yet, though. You want to have to cap that victory point in order to get what you want. Going after the generators, that's what you want to do, but you also want that victory point. Go for it, bro.
They lose fire upon us.
Guardian Weapon Squad under heavy fire by the enemy. Team Red now trying to entrench themselves on that bridge over here. Okay, so the bridge is actually connected to this area. I did not see that earlier. Victory points, 2 victory points for Team Red.
We must save the lost.
Team Blue heading in, nearing that first victory point that Team Red had capped.
The foe seeks to deprive us of a vital resource point.
Strategic location spotted. Their sound moves like a thunderstorm. So they resist us.
Guardian Weapon Squad being set up over there, and anything that enters their range will get pummeled. Uh-oh, we got some Heretic squads throwing them bombshells, and the Chaos Lord is also there, but he is down to only 300 hit points. Here comes a few Chaos Space Marine squad. They're going to deal a lot of damage, but uh-oh, it seems like before they... I was about to say Blue may be able to capture this victory point, but forced to retreat back with the Warlock because he needs it to survive and fight another day. These Heretic squads are getting pummeled. They're gonna die real easily to these Banshees.
It is time to add to our war panoply.
Alright, so we also have a Hammer squad on the field. On this side, we still got that same melee going on between Banshees and Avenger squads.
We are losing a victory objective.
Tier 2 coming in for Team Red. Only one of Team Blue is going for Tier 2 yet. Other one does have enough resources for that. Uh-oh, it seems like Team Red tried to capture this victory point. That brought in the Dire Avenger squads.
They lose fire upon us.
They will be able to kill these Avenger squads or at least drive them back.
It is a fusillade.
A light grenade. Damn, those snipers. Rangers coming into the fight. And they're going to pick apart those units one by one unless and
Control
until
of a victory point.
the Elder has to do something about it, like retreat. This victory point belongs to Team Blue, and we're back again to that stage where one victory point is with no one is with Team Blue, one is with Team Red. Although this one is falling into the hands of Team Blue, this is actually Team Blue's home victory point because it is far closer to him than Red. Red doing all it can to get near this victory point, but these defenses, man, these defenses are really good. Chaos Space Marines losing.
An ally has secured a power node.
One squad lost over there. Squad lost that you can never recover. You're dealing some damage on that Guardian weapon, but here comes those Avengers and Banshees. And uh-oh, it seems like the Avengers and Banshees of Team Red have also made their way through. And they will be able to capture this victory point without much of a hassle.
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
Slaves of chaos come to make war.
Back and forth action over here. Light grenade. Team Blue maintaining a higher ground. One more light grenade. One more of those. They're dealing damage but have not been able to take out any of the infantry yet. Chaos Space Marines daring in, dealing a lot of damage to those Avengers. And now forced to retreat back. Team Blue is free to capture this victory point and gain that advantage for a bit.
Our allies are here.
They got a Wraith Lord up, and that Wraith Lord is going to walk like a boss. Plague Marines are on the field, and they're fighting melee with the Wraith Lord, which is not going to work. You need them to keep some distance to be able to shoot that bazooka launcher. Grenades. Banshees coming in. That Howl. And the poor Heretic squad. Oh, wait a second, that was a Chaos Space Marine squad. Managed to survive with about 25 HP. All of the teams, well, all of the players from both of the teams are at tier 2 right now. And all of them have enough resources to go tier 3 as well. Are they gonna do that now? Or keep it for later?
One of our generators is under attack.
Okay, we got some fight going on here as well, and I did not notice that Team Red actually managed to capture the victory point from all across the map. They're ahead in this fight. They managed to save their XR. Those dire Avenger squads are dealing heavy damage to an aspect of the Avenger upgrade. I believe that's the bomb upgrade. Okay, they can deploy energy shields as well. They got a Guardian weapon squad placed ready at anything that comes near that victory point. They don't have this power node though. That will do, I guess. And that's the Wraith Lord of Team Red, who is also walking like a boss. And now that thing needs to go back. Backing out these Guardian weapons, but you gotta have them face them. Here comes the Falcon. The Wraith Lord is taking heavy damage. Wraith Lord goes down. And she's going in. The Howl. Falcon focusing on the Wraith Lord. We got a fight going on over here as well. Team Red is still ahead. They have 2 victory points while the battle rages on. Team Red lost their hero over here. They're gonna have to spend some resources to get that back, or get the Chaos Lord all the way up till that particular point in order to get it. The Chaos Space Marine finally managing to repel away the Eldar forces and now capturing the victory point. Team Blue is not near this victory point. He's not trying to recap it yet. Finally, a Farseer heading in over there, but that victory point is going to be captured before, and that's going to be rapidly decreasing the number of points Team Blue has until they manage to uncap this. Team Red at 441, Team Blue at 290. Gap is widening. One is uncapped, but that is only going to be reducing, that's only going to mitigate the damage. the damage is still being dealt. And well, Red already has a lot of units over here. They wanna attack this unit. Oh wait a second, those are blue. That was my mistake. All of these things belong to blue. Blue is going to have 2 victory points now, and yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. Having 3 victory points can... That was not a very long time for how long they had 3 victory points, but you can see the number. The number says a lot.
Strategic location spotted.
Team Blue finally getting ahead now.
Aceda's armor.
Already have control of 2. Trying to get control of the 3rd victory point now. This is not looking good for Team Red. The Howl. Some light grenade action. Some grenadier action. And the Chaos Lord with icon of corn, and also with the claws this time. Chaos Lord with the claws can actually deal a lot of damage. Team Red recapping, or rather uncapping this victory point right now. Here comes Team Blue. They don't want to give him. They don't want to let Team Red take that. Uh-oh, Team Red retreating back. They don't want to lose. They don't want to risk losing stuff over there. But the Chaos Lord managed to capture the victory point nonetheless. And we're back to the spot where you have 1 victory point for each team and 1 vacant. What's the vacant one? Oh, wait a second. The vacant one is no more because Team Blue has already captured the one which was vacant. We got some energy shields over here.
As ever, we serve the
The
craft.
foe seeks to
Wow.
deprive us of a vital
So one of them
resource.
was AFK all this time during a tournament match.
The Bone Singers have delivered new gifts of war.
Team Blue have a few sneaky little howling banshees near the 2 o'clock.
Our Farseer has attained
Team Red has 2 victory points at the moment. Seems they managed to capture their home base victory point, and now they're making their way towards the... Oh, they're already uncapping it. Team Red's gonna have all 3 of them if they manage to stop this.
The enemy has targeted us.
Noise Marines with the Blastmaster upgrade.
armed for even crueler war.
Oh damn, those noise attacks. That Warlock is going to be dead. And that's going to be a devastating blow for Team Blue. Team Red has 2 victory points. Team Blue has none. And this one will be recapped by Team Blue very, very soon. I mean to say Team Red very, very soon. Team Blue needs to recap this victory point right away if they don't want to lose like 100 victory points right off the bat, you know.
We support the craft work.
Our allies suffer casualties. A teammate's warlock has been revived.
Here comes the entire army. Noise Marines shooting in those blasts. comes the Eldar, and seems like we got some Plague Marines as well. Shooting their cannons on the Red Lord. Red Lord focusing on those Plague Marines right now. Let's have a look at the resources. Have a look at the population. Both of the teams are rather even. You can't say that one is ahead of the other. But in terms of victory points, yes, Team Red is ahead. Uh-oh, so the Noise Marine squads are in the guard tower. And they are dealing some super damage. Light grenade. Team Blue has 2 victory points. Uh-oh. Team Red lost a lot of units in that fight. One is at 25, other is at 53. Okay, 54. While Team Blue is still at 55, 54. Those Plague Marines heading in, and they're going to try and uncap this building. They're still attacking those Dire Avengers. Plague Marines forced to retreat back to live and fight another day, but are they going to live and fight another day?
The skeins of fate are tangled.
Okay, Team Red actually had 2 victory points momentarily because one of them sneakily managed to capture the home base point of Blue. Now Team Blue wants to do the same thing. Uh-oh, there's a dead Chaos Lord over there.
The enemy is claiming a victory point.
Howling Banshees. Here comes the Falcon. Oh, wait a second, that's a Fire Prism. They're following the Great Lord, but they're also getting attacked while they're running. I'm gonna call them back right now. Concentrate on them. Victory points.
The enemy has destroyed an allied structure.
Team Blue is going to be able to capture this victory point. Team Blue has 2 victory points, Team Red has 1. And we can see the gap closing in. Plague Marines are doing the best they can, but it appears the Chaos Space Marine needs something melee. Red point being uncapped. Not at all looking good. Team Blue at 65, 69. Team Red at 34, 62. One of them is pretty close, but pretty close can sometimes not be good enough. And Team Blue has all 3 victory points at the moment.
The enemy has 200 points remaining.
Going to try and capture this victory point. And they're also going to try and capture this one as well, because there is literally nothing over here. Team Blue has everything near this victory point. If they manage to capture both of them, they're going to get a little advantage. Team Blue only has one victory point left. Well, they will try to keep a few units back in here and send the rest to capture the others. This point is also under the threat of being attacked. 2 victory points for Team Red. Warlock heading in pretty fast. And now, as both of the players are nearing the point where you have only 100 victory points left, the game will get more intense, and decisions like these will mean a lot. Uh-oh! That Psionic Storm just destroyed a lot of Eldar.
An ally has gained control of a victory point. The enemy is claiming a victory point.
We are ready to serve. We are assembled.
Team Blue going tier 3. Well, they're already at tier 3, I mean to say. One of Team Red is tier 3, one is not. And now they're going into the 80s mark. 3 players on the map will have 80 supply worth armies.
We are under attack from chaotic units. Level their plagues against us.
You want to get that Chaos Lord back.
Our Vasia has gained a level.
Uh-oh, not looking good.
An ally has gained control of a victory point.
Team Blue managed to capture your home victory point, and you don't have one, they have 2. You're rapidly losing the victory points.
The enemy has 100 points remaining.
Here comes the Falcon.
They have set their vehicle on us.
Team Red sitting in some Chaos Space Marines and stuff near that victory point. They're reaching 50. If they don't capture something immediately, I believe it will be too little too late.
It is a fusillade. They lose fire.
Our Vasia has taken
40, 30.
The enemy is firing.
We have succeeded in our objective.
Team Blue has all 3, and this game belongs to Team Blue now.
Our Warlock has attained level 2. Triumph is ours.
Well played. having a little sort of a break, you could say. Last. And still waiting. Oh, there we go. Red Bee is here. There we go. Yes, got him. So this is gonna be my last match that I stream for the night, and yeah, I'll be heading out is what I mean to say right after this. Hmm. Nah, this is the one. I figured I'd just cast this one instead, since they already had a streamer for that one. I believe this is the finals of the new / Rusty people. It's going to be double Orc versus Space Marine and Eldar. Unless and until they make some last minute changes. say hello to Argus, everybody. I've also started the recording so that I can post this as a separate game later on. So this is going to be a match on Judgment of Carrion, and it is going to be between Mitch the Ninja and Argus playing as Commander Nob and Meek Boy of the Orc faction. They are playing up against Apok and Tainley or Tanelli, one as Space Marine, other as Eldar. I believe one of them is a apothecary. I was right. And the other one will be a Warp Spider Exarch. Matchup is underway, and Team Red and Team Blue, that's how we're going to refer them to, or Team Orc, to your local Twitch streamer. Good luck, have fun, people. Slugger boys and stuff heading in, capturing their requisition points. Commander Nob going in for that victory point. Wah!
This power node is mine. Don't be touching him.
Adding to our post, boss.
You shoot me.
An ally got a requisition point, boss.
Got some fight going on over here.
Shoot a mouse bigger at you.
An ally got a requisition point, boss.
I'm not sure if he actually walked in there or is stuck in there. I would believe he walked in there. Tactical Marines and some Scout Marines under fire with those Sluggers. Sluggers forced to retreat back, of course, they're being the weaker unit. Those were shooter boys, my mistake. Capturing this victory point. Team Red has one victory point, Team Blue has none. Team Blue finally capturing one over here, and Team Red capturing the mid. Team Blue will be ahead. Four teams coming in, focusing down at Exarch, while the other Slugger boys try to focus down the Avenger squads. Here comes some more Avenger squads, forcing those Slugger boys to retreat back. Shooter boys on the field with the Commander Nob. The Eldar forced to retreat back to base, and Team Blue is free to capture this victory point. They're also free to capture the middle victory point, and very soon, just in a moment, Team Blue will have all three victory points.
Mine now. That's more like it. Ready, boss.
Generator rise, sparking.
Two victory points,
That's away.
3 victory points, and Team Red is not even near any of the victory points yet. Uncapping them is a little distant away, and all that time that he's losing, not uncapping any victory points, he's going to be losing a lot of points. Well, they're going to be losing a lot of points in that terms. McBoy having a little melee with that tactical marine. Forced to retreat back. You don't want to lose your hero. It's going to cost you some extra resources to get back, or your ally has to come all the way and revive it. It appears that the orcs will be forced to retreat back from this particular area, but they have received a lot of advantage so far. Got their opponent to 390, and they're actually dominating on this side of the map.
Be shooting ready, boss.
The boys need themselves a knob, they do.
These victory points are rather easy to defend if you actually look at it. The distance between the two victory points isn't all that much. You can see both of them on with the same screen, but okay, this one is not too far away from that as well. They're pretty equidistant, I guess. Red got 1 victory point, but they're still losing victory points because the other guy has got 2. Planning a nice little assault. A lot of dead orcs there. Energy shields being set up. We got a fight over here. Oh, shooter boys dealing a lot of damage in there. Forced to retreat back.
I spies a target.
Managed to uncap one of the victory points. We're actually recapturing it as well.
Watch the nearest fire.
They shooting our buildings.
Here for yes. Be shooting is ready, boss.
Team Red in the lead now. Uncapping and recapping some power nodes. Here comes some Luta boys.
Brothers, return fire!
Setting themselves up. Suppression fire. Squads. Scout squad heading in. Bombshell. No bombshell. Scout squads bite the dust. Apothecary is dangerously standing in front of that fire, forced to retreat back to base to fight another day. Who's next? The Tactical Marines are next. It appears the orcs will be able to recapture this victory point. While some Howling Banshees are defending the third one.
He's losing that. You know the thing.
The thing. I love these voice actings. They managed to uncap some victory points. Team Red only owns mid, but owning 1 point will deduct from the other as long as the other guy does not have any victory points to begin with. Shooter boys going after those Tactical Marines. Here comes them Storm boys. Team Blue will be able to recap all 3 victory points at this point. 2 victory points. Third one is on the way. And they already have a squad ahead trying to expand into the enemy territory.
Ooh, we added to the post, boss.
Teamwork dominating. The Howl of the Banshees. And let's hope that this won't be the point where the orc player
Points left.
regrets coming into. Howling Banshees trying to uncap this victory point. That Commander Northcott retreating back to the base. There's a lot of shooter boys here. Going after those Howling Banshees and Avenger squads. Light grenade. And retreating. And this victory point is free to capture for the orc. And this victory coin is also under the control of the orc. At least this territory is. The orcs are way ahead. Way ahead. Look at the resource tab. One player from each team is at tier 2. The other orc player is going tier 2. 35-64 against 51-72. It's not too bad, but not too good either. Here comes the orcish truck, dropping in the supply. The orc taxi, as my friend says. Orcs have all three victory points. Team Red losing those points rapidly. Apothecary and Scout heading in. Tactical Marines, they're going to get some positions set up before they try to capture the victory point, but here come the Storm Boys! Wasn't the best landing, and they paid for it. Here comes the truck! Slugger Boys dealing some damage and forcing the Space Marine to go back to base. Orcs now suppressing away Howling Banshees and Dire Avenger thoughts. War Truck doing its job well. Team Red is almost down to 100 points. Here comes a Razorback. But what can one Razorback do against these many orcs? About the truck is that it definitely moves a lot faster than the other vehicles. Below 100. And I think it's safe to call it that teamwork wins. Stuff going in, but until the time you actually uncap 1 or 2 points, you're still losing. You're still losing the points. You already charged away your units, fearing those Slugger Boys, perhaps. Perhaps. That's a nice way to, alright, back out lightly. Uh-oh. Good game. That was a great matchup. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I will be leaving you guys now and hopefully joining you guys again when we go for the next session of these 2v2 tournaments. I would advise you guys to join my Discord server. We play Dawn of War Classic nearly every week. And we also have events like Clan Wars and stuff going on here and there. So if any of you guys are interested in playing Dawn of War Classic, do let me know. And that will be all for today then. Thanks for tuning in. Good night, everybody.